Okay, here we go. Another week, another open workout. 20.3 is a repeat of 18.4. A workout I did what I felt was very good in last time, but I know how much that hurt. It's 21.15.9, it's a Diane, handstand, deadlifts at 100, I think 102, and then handstand push-ups. Then it's 21.15.9 deadlifts at 143 and handstand walk. Last time I made it to the handstand walk, but I didn't get any reps on the handstand walk, which is infuriating. So hopefully I'll do that today. Had a little bit of a back niggle this week, so I'm going to spend a lot of time warming up. Hopefully everything's good there. Most important thing we must go over. Currently, Leon has 1 point. Scott has 1 point each on the battle for who gets a tattoo. Again, if Leon loses to Scott, he gets a battle cancer tattoo. If Scott loses to Leon, he gets a Lean Machines tattoo. Whew, one apiece. It's a bit of a decider one this week. I'm doing it with Matt, I'm doing it with Ravi. Leon's in the Maldives, Toby's over in Portugal. Let's get cracking.
Oh, that's amazing.
Every inch you can get, Matt. Slightly soft knees.
Okay. Mate, my knees are locked out. Do not zoom in on my knees. Okay, away you go.
Matt is just getting his handstand push-up marked on the wall. If you remember, I don't know if you did the 2018 Open, it was a bit controversial because depending on your biomechanics meant it was easier or harder for you to fix this kind of, or hit this kind of standard. For me, it was quite easy. For Leon, it was quite tough. And if you remember, Jacob Hepner, one of the best times for Diane in the world, missed the games because he couldn't complete this standard. And I don't, as far as I'm aware, and from what I saw, it wasn't down to his skill, it was down to his biomechanics, just physically making it incredibly hard / impossible for him to break that line. So it'll be interesting to see what people say after this workout, whether it's like, I just physically couldn't do it because of the setting or what. So it's interesting that they picked the same standard again. Like, I wonder if they were going to do 18.4, but scrap that standard, but they've kept it, so let's see.
Double check it, but it is, yeah. Just go again.
Mate, that's the story of my Open, that bit of tape. That is the story, the story of my Open.
Hi John.
How are you feeling about today's workout?
Well, if I say nothing, people will think I'm positive about it.
Do you don't regret the copious amounts of handstand push-ups you did in the weighted vest the other day?
No, I feel prepped, mate.
You feel
I'm feeling alive. Been for a couple of nervy poos. I'm about 15 kilos lighter now.
Yeah, mate, I've had about 7. On much more exciting news, Zach is currently sitting 3rd in the UK Open. He won point 1, came 9th in point 2. This one's a good one for him, I think. Heavy handstand walks, kipping handstand push-ups. They're not strict, even though he's been working on them a ton. So expect him to do very, very well on this one. Sharonki as well, David, who's sitting in top, is another strong lad. So it's going to be very close. But he's looking in a good point. He's looking in a good position here. It's 4 points between him and top place. So he's looking good.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, this, wet. Tell him run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell him run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, this, wet. Tell him run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell him run it up. 9 out of 10, roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number 1 up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, this, wet. Tell him run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell him run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, this, wet. Tell him run it up.
Good job, mate. Come on, mate. Come on.
90.
Come on, one more. Come on.
Stretch. Tell him run it up.
Nice.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now,
Mate,
check,
you got 45
no drip,
seconds.
this, tell him run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell him run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself there getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name.
Good job, mate.
Finally made handstand walks in the workout. Finally made handstand walks in the workout. I got 2 lengths, which I didn't get last time, so
Smashed it.
good. Yeah, really happy. Oh,
Big question. You gonna redo it Monday?
probably not. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, it's good
Unless
stuff.
it comes out like it's not a great score, I might try. But otherwise, it's the first one I've done where I've been like,
you're well placed on it.
deadlifts is deadlifts at the end of the day, isn't it?
Well placed, mate.
We'll give Big Zach a call. I always give him a call after my open workout, so I do him in the morning, let him know how it went.
What, mate?
Big lad, how are we?
Good, you?
Yeah, good mate, just done it.
How'd it go?
Yeah, good, good. Okay, 20.3, all done and dusted. Very happy with that. Good movements for me. The standard for the handstand press up, I clear it by the country mile just by my anatomy. Like I said earlier, I know Jacob Hepner and other people have struggled with that in the past. Brooke Wells, I believe, struggled. Leon finds it a lot harder than me. All right, Luna. Matt finds it harder than me. I'm just very fortunate. So that was pretty cruisy. Deadlifts are deadlifts at the end of the day. Really happy with how that went. And with the handstand walk, if you make it to them, my top tip is don't kick up from standing because it's much easier to flip over. Go from on all fours, so on your feet and on your hands like I did, and just kick up that way. Tactics for this workout are really important. First off, the warm-up's probably more important in this workout than any others. You need to prime the posterior chain, some heavy kettlebell swings, a bit of rowing, some glute hip thrust, single leg stuff. Ow, I spit my finger. Those type of stuff to really prime that out. I would also release off the hip flexors. If you're doing the handstand push-ups and walks, some scap retractions on the bar, some kind of hanging stuff so you can get used to really open up the range of movement in the shoulders. And for most people, unless you're an absolute freak of nature when it comes to deadlift, break them up from the word go. Whether you're breaking it in half or what, I broke it into 5s. And my Diane time was like 4 minutes 40 or something like that. Really comfortable. At no point did I feel I was under fatigue. Handstands, I started with normally 10 reps, never really did less than 5 reps on my handstand push-ups. And I could have definitely gone faster on that, but I didn't know how that would affect my deadlifts when I got to it. So I split my deadlifts up in 5s. Actually, first one I did 6, 5, 5, 5, 5, so it made up to 21. Similar 5, 5, 5 on the 15, and I did a 5 and a 4 for the 9. Didn't really take much time, but what I was trying to do is avoid that fatigue in the lower back because I know a 143 kilo bar is heavy for most of us. So I wanted to keep that lower back fresh as I could. Mental side for me, I didn't put my belt on until I got to the 143 bar. So when I got to the 143 bar, it's like, oh, I didn't have this before. Just mentally, I'm now going to be stronger. For me, I did a set of 4 to start with, and I did like 3s and 2s and 4s. I tried a few singles, it was way slower. Pulling it from a dead stop was just much harder for me. So I went back to cycling, and then I got onto the handstand walk. So I improved by 2 handstand walks. I got a no rep on the handstand walk where I missed the last segment, so I had to go back and redo that. I also got 1 no rep on the handstand push-ups where my feet didn't touch the wall, they came away. So I'm very happy with that. As after every workout, do I think I could have gone faster? Yes, I could have definitely gone faster in the Diane part, but I just don't know how that would affect me on the handstand and on the 143 bar, but I'm really, really happy with how that went. So top tips, make sure you prime your posterior chain. That's so important in this one. Deadlifts. Bleeding shins aren't a bad thing. That bar wants to be so close to your skin that it's touching. Goes around the knee and then touches again on the thigh. The closer it is to your center point of gravity, the closer it is to your skin, the easier it is to lift. Further weights from your body, the harder it gets. I'm not going to be proud when I look back at some of my deadlifts. I'm sure they're going to be rounding a bit, but that's kind of what happens when you start going into higher reps. But at no point did I feel unsafe. That happens to me a little bit anyway. I actually saw a video from Squat University recently talking about deadlifting with a slight curve in the back. I'm not going to do it. I won't do it justice, but if you just look at Squat University on Instagram and scroll back, you'll find that it's very interesting. And that's it, I believe, guys. We'll see how Leon and Scott get on and who's going to take the win from this one. Scott's very good at deadlifts. Leon's very good on a handstand walk. So I think we'll see where it gets to. But that's it from me in 20.3. Sorry I talked quite a bit. I just wanted to try and give you some value or something that you could use for your attempts. Good luck, guys. Good luck, guys. Have a good one. And I'll see you in 20.4.